It's Pastor David here with our Thursday at 3 update. And today I want to share with you 5 things that I'm excited about, 5 things that give me hope about First United Methodist Church, Winter Park right now. And I begin with the children. Children are such a vital part of our family. We've long valued multi-generation, and so we've long valued the children's ministry. And there are good things happening. You have already heard and have seen, we had a great vacation Bible school experience, 160 children, 90 volunteers. We could have had more children if we had more volunteers, but it was a really successful week, and I'm grateful for all the adult volunteers and to Pastor Leah for that experience. Good things are happening on Sunday morning for the children. They're recently doubled the number of classes that they're offering. They've gone from 3 to 6 as we move back out of this COVID season. 24 adult volunteers that are working on Sunday mornings and 8 behind the scenes, 32 adult volunteers to help with the children's ministry on Sunday mornings. That's a huge win and a great celebration as we move forward. Thank you to the children's team and to Pastor Leah. Great job. Youth are also doing very, very, very well and thriving under our new Director of Youth Ministry, Jared Tucker, and his team and all the adult volunteers. Had a great summer. They had the Seoul mission trip, 30 youth spent a week in our city serving those in our community and connecting with each other. They also sent a good group on the ASP, Appalachian Service Project trip to Virginia to be missionaries in that week of connecting with those and learning and growing together and serving. And I celebrate that. Sunday night continues to go strong, 40 or more youth on Sunday nights. Many of my colleagues in their churches through this COVID season have shared that their youth groups were rather decimated through the season. And here we have life and its vibrancy. There are actually 16, 10 to 12th graders that are meeting in addition in a small group with Pastor Jared as they're working on their spiritual walk and their faith as disciples and how they get into that. And so that's exciting to hear that this upper class men and women in high school are investing themselves in learning more. So great job to the youth team and to Jared and all those that lead us that way. Missions is continuing to build. We had 4 mission trips this summer. We talked about ASP and Seoul. We had a group go with Agua Viva, a big group go with Agua Viva to Costa Rica, and then a team that went with me to Northern Ireland on a pilgrimage and the work we're doing in conversation about justice issues. In addition, Family Promise is right around the corner. We're going to be hosting 5 families for a week coming up in about a week, and we have a full slate of volunteers. Though we can always use more that would like to bring a meal or to be a person that's present to play with the kids or to just welcome these folks in our community that are in transition out of homelessness. And so great job pulling that together. Jobs Partnership is soon to launch as a ministry that we've been involved with deeply before COVID. The work with Killarney Elementary School continues, mentoring the Foundry through a time of transition of pastors has found his footing and is moving forward their new vision to be involved in mentoring. So great things are coming along as we move forward in missions and revitalization of that area. We're just seeing leaps and bounds. Thank you to Lloyd Yeager, the pillar leader of the Christ-like Servants, and Pastor Rachel. Victoria Vaden, our director, and the whole team in NUA continues to be strong as always. And we're excited about that as they continue to serve those brothers and sisters across the sea and are quickly soon to launch into a whole new aspect of ministry around farming. So I look forward to telling you about that. 4th thing I'm hopeful about is small groups. We have a number of small groups that are connecting and meeting. We're in this transition of church as transaction to church as relationship. And we know that, right? We know that at Winter Park, it's about the relationships and living life together. It's not about just coming expecting something, but doing life together. And we've had some very strong groups that have done life together here. Forum and Joy Class, and the men's group, and we have the Ruth Circle and several others that have continued. I know we have several groups that meet through the week on the mornings that have done life together and have modeled that for us. We have some new groups. I lead a group on Tuesday night now for about almost a year, and it's made for those who have joined recently or have really never been a part of a small group at the church. We have one or two that have, but now we're up to 26, including brand new members and folks that are just starting to come to the church. And so that's really exciting as we continue to meet on Tuesday nights. Pastor Rachel has begun a group for parenting on Sunday mornings, 8 couples that are meeting about parenting. They're in their second round. There's 4 couples on the waiting list. This past weekend, Bob Constant, Nancy Constant, Pat Albert, and Pastor Philip launched a group to meet Sunday mornings around the Amos study, and they had 14 and are continuing for folks that would like to do that and would be welcome for that. There's a women's group that meets Sunday morning as well, with Denise Meyer leading that. So kudos to Bob Atchison, our pillar leader, and Pastor Philip, and all those that are working on our connection groups and helping us do life together. Finally, just want to mention leadership. We had a leadership summit on Sunday for our pillar leaders, for our ministry leaders and our ministry directors, as well as chairs of finance, staff, parish, and trustees. It was led by the lay leaders of our church and was a real celebration of things that are happening. And the thing I enjoyed probably the most is the fact there's a lot of conversation right now about what our core business is and what we're about. What are the basic building blocks of being a church, which of course is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. Those who are centering themselves on the love of God and love of neighbor, and who are living in a commitment to the body of Christ through their prayers, presence, gift, service, and witness. And it's been really encouraging to hear our leadership try to engage in how we do that well, and what we're called to do better into that area. And I just celebrate that as a good way to move forward. I think it's going to be an important way as we continue to evolve into this next season of what will be to be First United Methodist Church. It has been challenging, no doubt. These have been a number of challenging years. And, as I reflect on things through the 31 years I've been ordained, I find that churches grow during the challenging times. They don't tend to grow when things are great and content. And so we should be growing like crazy. And in fact, many ways, we have been. We have been growing stronger through COVID, through the denominational stuff. There are points that you can look at and say we are definitely stronger through that season. And we'll continue to rebuild and grow forward. I'm excited. I believe God has great things in store, and we are moving. So I will see you on church on Sunday, and God bless.